said, what do you mean, what am I doing now? That's my brochure. And she knew that I'd had 3 husbands, so she looked at me and said, what are you doing now? Advertising. Well, I looked at her and said, let me tell you something, honey. When you start a new career and you're over 60, you better blow your own horn before you run out of wind. One of the stories I really like sharing with you all is that shortly before Henry was killed, we bought a herd of cattle from a man named Rob Hart in Martindale, Texas. Part of the deal was that Rob was going to bring his cowboys to the ranch to work the cattle back in the herd, to do all the things necessary when you have registered cattle to get them safely out in the pasture. They arrived, and he brought 3 of the cutest, hard-bodied, good-looking men I've ever seen. One of them just drove us crazy. They were there for 3 days, and he kept coming up to us saying, now, Miss Mary Sue, I need $5,000, and you know you can lend it to me. And I said, what are you talking about? He said, well, I want to go to Austin, and I'm a pretty good singer, and I want to go to Austin. Well, he kept on and on and on and on for 3 days, down at cow camp, everywhere. He drove us nuts. But he got the price down to about $2 grand instead of $5. Well, they were sorting cattle, and it was the last day. And I don't know how many of you women have been up on a cow chute, but they were bringing them in, swinging a gate, sending the cattle to the right that go in those pastures, sending the cattle to the left that goes in those. When Henry Clay looks down and he sees the kid, kind of felt sorry for him. He stopped the cow working. Stopping a cow working, you all, is like stopping a sale at Neiman Marcus when everything in there is $25. It just can't be done. But he did it. Looked down at the kid and he said, hey, kid. The kid looked at him and he said, yes, sir. He said, oh, you've been driving everybody here crazy. Now, we want to see what you can do. Come on. Come on. Let's hear you sing. He looked up at Henry and he said, oh, Mr. Henry Clay, I can't sing without my guitar. Henry said, then you can't sing. Bring them up. They went on. 4 years later, we won a national grand championship with our herd sire, the Millionaire, right here in Houston. And oh, we felt good. Afterwards, we were strutting our stuff with all the purple banners and trophies and cups and everything, and we were invited to a party on top of the old Warwick Hotel. We got there, we could hear the music in the elevator, and it was just like we were on a 10-day bombed out deal. We were so excited and impressed with ourselves, and we got off the elevator and the host was standing over here, and his wife, who the party was honoring, was standing over there, and they see us coming with all these banners and trophies, because these were some cattle people too, and they walk up and they say, we didn't think you'd get here. We heard the news. This is just great. We're so proud for you. Because, of course, those purple banners meant high prices. When you have the best, you can ask for the best. So we strutted in, and these people were dancing and having fun, and the music stopped. Just stopped. And our host turned and said, go on. Keep on. Talked to us about where we're going to sit and everything. The band didn't start. Turned back and said, play. Play. Well, you're going to come over here with us. Never stopped. So everybody there, just like if all of us turned right now and looked over at the piano, everybody turned to see what was going on. This guy reached up, the band leader, took off his hat, put it over his chest, made a bow and said, how are you, Mr. Henry Clay? And good evening, Miss Mary Sue. It's me, George Strait. and I can sing. Do you folks know how rich I'd be if I'd given him that $2,000? Well, I am right this very minute experiencing what every single female in the world would like. I've got on my rhinestones. I'm under crystal chandeliers. I'm in the grand ballroom with 200 good-looking men. My Uncle Jim looked up and said, "I think I saw a beam of bull fall down out of the sky."